Daniel Tsou, who we all know from Tech65. And I shall hand over the mic to Daniel as soon as he is ready.
Thank you. I just wanted to add on to a little bit to what you just said earlier. By kind of introducing myself first, my name is Daniel, and I'm the editor-in-chief for Tech65.org, and I'm also producing a show as well. One of the things that is pretty amazing when she mentioned it is that if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't be able to do what I can do today, with my team. I have a passion for helping people with technology. I don't have a passion to write, right? I mean, it's easy to write back, relatively easier to write back in the day when the internet wasn't so big. But I have my website, our team. We have 4 different shows right now, in video as well as audio. If we want to do this in the day before the internet, we're gonna have to have our own broadcasting station, our own satellites, and all that kind of stuff. But today, we have shows on the internet, and everybody can watch us from anywhere around the world. I think that is pretty amazing, and I'm really grateful for that. And I'm also a student at the School of Information Systems, right at that side, SMU, and I'm a young student. All right, moving along. So you can actually visit my blog as well, and my Twitter and stuff like that. Sorry, I just did it because I love doing presentations. I don't really want to plug my website or anything. And so I just want to talk a little bit about the future and technology. And one of the things that really inspired me, when I thought about this was I'm going to steal a little bit something from HP. HP's CTO, and she shared this with us once over through a Halo meeting. And he showed us this graph. I thought it was really amazing. So this is an axis. So you have richness on this side, and then you have mobility on this side. And this is you can actually use this to take a look at what products are. And this graph, before this graph came, I never had this perspective of looking at gadgets and technology. And technology today, most of the gadgets you see today fall along this particular line, right? So to kind of give you a scale, give you an idea, on richness side, you have desktop computers on this side, and on the other side, where it's mobile but it's not that rich, you have your feature phones, your little phones, right? And then you have the smartphone, which is slightly bigger, than normal feature phones, but more richer, right? So this is something that, if you take a look at the graph as a whole, where we are going right now, you have notebooks in the middle right here, and then there's a gap here. People are starting to fill in this gap. You have netbooks, right? And then, but we are also trying to get off this line as well. A little bit area on this side, attempting to get as rich as possible, yet still maintaining the mobility. So that's a little bit that is kind of happening right now in technology. And the other thing is that in the past, technology has always been used to manage information in the enterprise, right? But right now, consumer technology, consumers have a lot of information as well. For the past few years, we've been a lot of technologies, but about creating, content, information for consumers. Right now, we have a case where consumers have a lot of information, and now, more and more technology is used to manage this. And the third trend that I actually see in technology is that you see more and more physical media turning into digital. Right? So if you actually put these 3 things together, this is a little bit of what's kind of going on right now. All 3 at the same time. You have managing consumer information. Physical things are starting to get digital. One great example, right, is the digital audio player. Right? You get your CD players and all. You carry all of these, in a small little device. Right? You have so much music, you manage all these music, and it's portable and starting to get richer and richer as well, with video players and stuff like that. One great example that I really want to talk about in terms of the future of technology, one particular category, I would actually think it could be potentially a new category, is that of the tablet, slate, right? And you think about it right now, there's a lot of debate regarding this. Is a slate going to be something that is going to fail and die? Right? We certainly had that debate on Tech65. And one thing I want to look at it is that one thing about slates is that it's going to be around up here because slates are getting more and more portable. Yet it's starting to get richer and richer because chips are getting more and more powerful. And of course, I think there is one particular kind of physical media today that we still have yet to really successfully turn to digital and manage, and that is books, magazines, newspapers. So you have ebook readers today, right? But I think in terms of future, we're going to get more and more richer. right? We're gonna start to look at magazines a different way, and just to give you a kind of idea, right? What I'm talking about. Time Magazine did this little experiment. They did a concept video, and they kind of converted Sports Illustrated, Sports Illustrated to kind of like what it would be like in Slate, right? And this is kind of what it kind of looks like. So this is your normal magazine experience completely made richer. And it's totally possible today. You look at the applications you see in your iPhone right now, these are capable. The only difference, the only problem is that your device screen is just really so small, right? And then the tele-PCs back in the day had one problem that, I think the future is going to solve. And that is that when, they talk about, the tele-PC, I bought one of the first few HP tele-PCs, by the way, right? And you can read books, you can read magazines and stuff like that, but there's one big problem. It takes 10 minutes to boot up. Right? But I think the Slate will solve this problem. And the Slate is a great example of all these three together. And I think this is going to be the future of technology. Richness, and really about user experience. It's more than just hardware. It's really about user experience right now. Companies are starting to realize this and really focusing very heavily on the entire user experience, on how people actually experience content on the devices. Not just simply converting physical to digital, but really enhancing physical media in a way that was never possible before. So that is, in my opinion, the future of tech. Thank you very much.